For my brows, you guys know that I love the NYX Gel Brow. Really? For my brows, you guys know that I love the NYX Eyebrow Gel in Espresso. I also use the LA Girl Concealer in Cool Tan. And then I love using the NYX Control Freak product to just hold my brows in place. I recommend this. I used to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which was like 20 something dollars, and I think this was like $6, and it works just as well. And then after that, I prime my skin with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, and it's not as drying as the Becca Ever Matte Primer, so it's totally fine to use this primer in the winter time. So as per usual, I am going to start with my eyes, and I just hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was okay. It's just the fact that none of us ate together. So you're like, oh my gosh, why? We didn't eat together because we missed the reservations driving down to Pennsylvania. So we had to eat at Cracker Barrel. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you would have saw that. And it's just that the waitress had like a nasty attitude, and it wasn't like a us thing. It was just, you can tell like something was bothering her. And I even tried to ask her like, you know, is everything okay? And still, I was just like, wow. It was still good to be with my family. But anyways, I wanted to get in the topic of, I guess first, I had a lot of topics, but the first one I can talk about is codependent relationships. And I wanted to talk about this because I feel that God has really been speaking to me about this, because I was so used to being in them in the past, and usually you don't know that you're in those things until you actually are healed from that and you realize that is what that was. So I'm going to start out using my transition color. I usually use Max Texture. But anyways, when you are in a relationship and your hope and joy and everything else stems from that one person, that's a codependent relationship, and it's actually very, very unhealthy. And I remember being with someone, and when they broke up with me, I literally said these words: I cannot live without you. And I was like, are you stupid anymore? Like, now being 25 and this is after Christ days, being saved, being a Christian especially, I'm like, are you out of your blasted mind? Like, where did you get that from? I literally told this kid that I could not live without him, and it was so unhealthy for me. But the thing is, my mom wasn't like a lovey-dovey type person. Like, she's not like very touchy-feely when it comes to love. Like, physical touch is definitely like not one of her love languages. And that affected me because I feel like that's one of mine, and I look for that in other people, like men, and not even men, but like boys. And that's not even like, you know, I was young. At the end of the day, that's where it stemmed from, and that's why I cling to most of my relationships to maintain my joy and my peace and everything else. But I'm so thankful for just being saved and finding that my worth, my joy, my strength doesn't rely on anybody. It doesn't rely on people. My boyfriend now, this guy is amazing, different than anybody I ever had in my life. But when we first got together, I used to tell him, oh my gosh, like, I never want to lose you. Like, you know, I can't, like, I don't see myself without you. But at the end of the day, he holds no power. Like, my boyfriend Jose holds no power over this relationship. He does not hold the relationship together at all. God is what keeps us in that relationship. But at the end of the day, me telling Jose that, like, my insecurities of him or this not lasting, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And that's that codependent type of mentality once again. So I definitely had to get out of that. Yeah. Now I'm actually going to go back in with the Texture eyeshadow, which is my original transition color. Being in a relationship now, I am finding out a lot of things about myself that is important, that didn't even matter to me at all, but it's so important to deal with them. Next, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and this shade is 212 Cocoa. When I tell you I am in love with this foundation, and I would have never believed that I would leave my NARS foundation, but I did. I'm just going to shake it up, and just a heads up, it looks way more orange than it does in person. Trust me, it does oxidize in the skin. I can't. Being in a relationship, I'm very happy. Very happy. It's just that you have those times too. Everything is not a joyous moment. And especially being Christian and keeping Christ as the center, and the enemy attacks like crazy because both of you guys are striving to have a relationship where Christ is in the center of it all. And it's still very, very good. And I can't see myself with anybody else. And yeah, I hope that he does a video with me. He said he will, but we need somebody to be in this house. Accountability. He does not chill in my house with me. We just have that boundary. And that's a good thing, to have like boundaries in your relationship. And that's just something that we had to put into place. Everybody's not like us, so I don't say, here, this is what I do in my relationship, this is what you should do. No, but I think that you definitely have to have boundaries when you need to do so. So now, of course, I'm going in with my setting powder. But anyways, the new year is coming up, and I definitely want to do a goals video. I have to look back at my goals. Maybe I'll do a recap and then new goals. But yeah, I'm so happy for the new year. I feel like God has done a lot this year, and I'm excited for what's to come. And yeah, I'm just proud of myself too. Like, at the end of the day, God is showing me more and more to just be, it's okay to be myself. It's okay to be me. Just like in everything, like, make sure that you are being you. And I've been learning a lot, just a lot about me, and what I'm gonna tolerate as a person, what kind of people I want in my corner, what kind of friends I need to have. And that is an awesome thing. Now I'm gonna contour as usual. I'm using my Ruby Kisses concealer in caramel. I don't know where they got caramel from, because I'm like, this is so dark to be caramel. So now I'm just going to do the reverse contouring just to bring my contour out. But anyways, I've been looking at a lot of podcasts lately. And let me know down below some of the podcasts that you're interested in. Because one of the podcasts, I'm trying to talk and do this. I cannot. One of the podcasts that I'm really interested in, her name is Leeks Heel. When I tell you, I admire her work ethic. She is the founder and creator of Colourpop, and just the way how she started her business, and just taking her business advice, because I do hope to one day be an entrepreneur. I don't know what yet, and I'm praying about it. I really want it to be purpose in it. So yeah, I love her podcast. Like I said, I don't listen to everything she says. Like I said that on my Snapchat because I just had to do a disclaimer just in case somebody tells me, Imare, I watched this and I heard a little something that I don't agree with. At the end of the day, it's gonna be always something that you don't agree with. So she's someone who I really watch for just her business advice, her social media advice. I do think that she's a great person. So I think that she's dope at the end of the day. So if you have any podcast recommendations, definitely let me know, because I'm just enjoying like listening to podcasts, especially when I'm at work. I'm like, yes, this is giving me life. I don't know, but a good podcast just does something to me. It really does though. Like, I remember listening to one of my Leeks podcasts and just picking up a book that she spoke about on leadership, and I was like, yes, I want to learn more about it. So I did pick up a couple of books, and I just been in the mood to just read more, because I just feel like I want to do so much more, but at the end of the day, I'm not staying updated on anything. I'm not reading. I'm not kind of getting the knowledge that's out there for free. It's so many things in just reading, and it's there. I'm about to put on some lashes off camera. You guys know the deal. I'm actually not gonna put on lashes because the ones I have are so crusty, because I don't wear lashes every day. I'm not that type of girl. I can't wear lashes every day. Granted, I love how they look, so I'm not hating on anybody that does it, but they take me a while, so I can't do it. But oh well, it still looks nice. I just put on some mascara, and I'll leave that down below in the description box. But I just remember one more topic that I just wanted to touch on, because the other week I was having like a hard time. I have a lot of qualities about me that I just like, I get frustrated about, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why am I like this, you know? Number one, it takes me a lot to open up to you. If I don't know you like that, it takes me a lot. That's just how I am. It takes a lot. My YouTube channel, I'm in the comfort of my own home. Like a lot of other YouTubers, they probably act very different. They probably act very shy. Not different, but they probably act very shy in person. Like, you would never see, sometimes it depends. Or it depends on which day, but like, you would never see a person for who they are, like just off of one experience, versus them sitting in the comfort of their own home by themselves. So for me, one of the things that I'm like, I see a lot in my church that I feel like a lot of people do a really good job at, is just loving on people. And to me, it depends on how close I am to you, and it just depends. I don't know why. And God was like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you weren't raised in a home that was so lovey-dovey. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna have different qualities, and not to say that I'm stuck in that mentality. Like, God can build me and break me from that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't take me just waking up and saying, oh, I want to be this way, and I'm just like that. You know, it's gonna be a lot of learning, a lot of me getting into my word and being filled with the Holy Spirit to do those things that I can't do on my own. So yeah, this is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, by the way, in Dark Deep. Next, I'm going in with my bronzing. Ooh, I almost dropped this, but this is the bronzing powder by the Queen Collection CoverGirl in Ebony. Suicidal when you say it's over, damn Moni. Yeah. Next, I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lash line. So I'm going to use a little trick that I got from Vicky Logan here on YouTube, and you just use your damp beauty blender and just try to brush in that highlight so it doesn't look like it's sitting on top of your face, but more so it's like a natural glow. Now this is an oldie, but I'm definitely gonna bring out Colored Raine's Rain Fever. Yeah, like a little darker. Okay, so yeah, this is the look that I wanted to go for, like a nice purple lip. And I'm just gonna slay the hair real quick and come back. Okay, so I'm done with my hair, and this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I did a nice vampy lip, some highlight, and a nice gold shadowed look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Once again, leave me a comment, subscribe if you're already not subscribed, and don't forget to rate and share this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.